This is the Transformers masterpiece Soundwave by Hasbro, or MPO2 this is a Hasbro version. 9 of 30 for the thrilling 30th anniversary collection. And it is a Toys R Us exclusive as well as here in Manila. Alright, before we begin, here's a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, there's the Toys R Us exclusive foil seal, and it comes in a nice sleeve, purple box with a sleeve, and some artwork on the back of the sleeve as well. If you've been collecting the Masterpiece series of figures, you know that the Takara version only comes with Laserbeak, and you have to get the other minions in a two-pack. I think this guy with Ravage and then him with Buzzsaw. I'm referring to them in pronouns because for the Hasbro version, this is Frenzy and this is Rumble. Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, and Ravage. For the Takara version, this is Frenzy and this is Rumble. Oh, I forgot to show you the tray that comes inside. It comes neatly packed in this. This lid is removable, and it's a nice plastic tray to keep everything safe. The only disappointing thing about the packaging, there's no window, and there's really no way to display this guy in packaging unless you want to display him in this plastic tray. So, anyway, for those of you who grew up in the 80s like I did, and you loved Transformers, this figure is like one of the epitome of nostalgia. And I say that because the way they crafted this particular figure, this set, has so much nostalgia and so much throwbacks and accuracy to the old 80s cartoon that Soundwave appeared in. It just brings a lot of good old memories. Back in the day, during G1, and that's basically what the Masterpiece line is trying to do. It's trying to bring back the G1 figures to life for the adult collector, because the adult collectors are the ones that grew up back in the 80s, and they're trying to give them life and make them as accurate as possible to how they looked back in the 80s. The box says it's 5 and up, but for me, this is 13, 15 years old and above, because it's a very well done set, very well done piece of toy, and I don't think you want your kid playing around with this thing and breaking stuff, because they are very expensive, and there's a lot of intricacies around them, and really the only ones who kids can relate to them, but you give this to a 5-year-old, 8-year-old, who's going to say, Soundwave transforms into a what? Is he supposed to be a drone or something? Let me just get some more light to this. Do that. Focus. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust how the picture looks. Okay, and the lighting is not helping at all. No, definitely not. Okay, and and the ones who can really appreciate this kind of toy are the adults, the 30-somethings who really grew up back in the 80s. And it just looks so much like the character on the show. I've seen the old G1 toy. It looks nothing like the character on the show. He looks somewhat, but not as accurate as this one. And everything about the set, how they've designed each and every one of the minions, it's just so G1. And I'm really, really loving it. So if you're a big... damn it, the light's not cooperating. If you're a big Transformers fan, you grew up in the 80s, this is a must-have figure. If you've never tried the Masterpiece line, this is a good starting point for that particular line. So anyway, let's get on with the figure. Let's start with Soundwave. This is going to be, you can already see it's going to be a long video. Gosh darn it, the light's just not working for me right now. I'm not giving this figure justice. Try and see if that helps. Okay, yeah, right there. So everything about this guy is very, very accurate to how he looked like on the show. Sure, there's some kibble right here. Some of the pieces might not have been present, but it is Soundwave, how he was back in the show. He transforms into a cassette player, and obviously his minions transform into cassette tapes. If you have the Takara version, this is what the Takara version looks like. To me, it's the exact same figure. It's the exact same toy. You just pay more for this guy. The only difference being is really the head sculpt. As you can see, the Takara has a red visor, while the Hasbro has a yellow visor. The reason for that is this is more show accurate with the yellow visor, and this one is more toy accurate with the red visor. And this one has a little bit of silver paint on his forehead right there. But everything else is the same. Transformation, obviously, the mold is the same. But the colors, the plastic they used, the shiny metallic material that they used is exactly the same. I think what's nice about it is Hasbro didn't bother changing the colors of the toys for Takara or Hasbro. Even the laser beak is exactly the same. So I'm not going to get too much into the details of how they are exactly alike before we absolutely run out of time. So anyway, on to this figure. So very nice. If you want to see my Takara review, it's uploaded on TechSushi, youtube.com/TechSushi. You want to check it out if you want. I did that like a few months ago. It's an awesome channel. Please do check out that channel. And my video review of the Takara version is over there. So if you haven't seen that, let's go through this guy again. So sculpt-wise, fantastic. Paint apps, phenomenal. There's hardly anything wrong. And I say this in my Takara review. The only problem I have with it is that these pieces right here, the cassette player pieces, look a little bit cheap. They feel a little bit cheap. But other than that, fantastic. Paint apps, gorgeous. They got it correct this time. Very nice. Articulation's got a ball jointed neck on a swivel. He's got a ball hinge shoulder. The bicep goes out, swivels. Double jointed elbows, swivel wrist. Fingers are articulated. The middle ring and pinky finger are together. Oh, the thumb is not articulated. The pointy finger, index finger, has 2 points of articulation. He's got a waist swivel. They didn't have to put this, but it is a masterpiece figure, so I'm really glad they did that. His legs go in and out. They go forward and backward on ratcheting joints. The in and out doesn't ratchet. Ball hinge knees, ratcheting ball hinge knees, swivel and hinge. He's got ankle rockers. Do they move forward and backward? Yes, to a point because of transformation. So lots of articulation, lots of dynamic poses available for you with this particular figure, and just overall a great sculpt, great transformation. They left nothing out. Very, very nice. So after 8 minutes of gushing, we're going to go and talk about some of his features. He comes with the scanner, which you can put on his hand like that. You can scan for Energon as he's scanning for. You can attach this particular attachment on his chest to make it look like he's scanning. It does not come with the stickers that the Takara version comes with. Not stickers, but decals that you can put there when he's scanning for alt modes or whatnot. So you can do that. He also comes with an Energon cube. You can fill it with whatever plastic liquid or whatnot. Pink liquid or whatnot. You can attach it on his chest as he's producing the Energon cubes. It's so 80s. It's so G1, you know. And he also comes with the Megatron in alt mode. Obviously, Megatron is not this big. He's big in the show, and then he transforms and he shrinks for some weird reason, which he can hold. Come on. Why isn't he holding him? Oh, there we go. So very nice. You can reenact some of the scenes he has as he's holding Megatron. And the stock pieces are removable if you wish, but the gun does not transform. So there. This one stores neatly back here. The gun transforms into a dry cell battery, AA, which you can also store over here. Alright. The main question that some of you might have is, can Soundwave, can he finger himself? I mean, can he use his finger and touch himself and press his button? The answer is yes. He can absolutely use his finger on himself. And there, he can pop open his chest, which is really the cassette player. And I'll show more of that in alt mode, but he can do that on the show. Ravage, laser beak, eject, and then he would do that, and everyone would come out. The figure, the way it's been sculpted because of constraints, can fit up to 3 cassettes, and then you push them one at a time, goes out. So the third one stays here in front, the 2 will stay at the back. So that's pretty cool. Now on to, what else am I missing? It's just the minions. We'll probably have to do a part 2 for the minions. We'll finish part 1 with Soundwave being transformed into his alt mode. So there. Ooh! Busted out his finger. Yeah, this one, I don't know why. I don't think it's a quality issue. I just busted this one out, his finger, as I opened this one. But don't just be gentle with it. All right. So there. So awesome figure. Transform him. Let's okay. We'll take this one out because it keeps falling. We'll keep the other blaster in. So what you want to do is fold this one down like that. Parents, if you want to be careful, you're going to give this to your kid. Here's how you do it. Oh, sorry. You don't have to fold it back. Just fold it this way and then fold it back. Just try and do it slowly. Teach your kid how to do it so he doesn't ruin it, because it's a very expensive toy. Alright. Go ahead and fold the fists inside. Okay. Right. And then go ahead and open the back panels there. It'll be used to cover the battery packs. So go ahead and fold them that way. Okay, so that's done. What you want to do is open up, this is crotch piece. Go ahead and do this. Just keep it like that. Go ahead and move his waist backwards. Oh, sorry, move it forward. My mistake. Alright, and then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and flip. Okay, what am I doing? Rotate the. No, sorry, what am I doing? No, rotate the knees, by the knees, not by the hips, because you'll want the hips facing this way when you transform him. Okay? So don't rotate by the hip, rotate by the knee. Okay? Alright. I suppose, wait, what you want to do is, yeah, okay, let's just go ahead and fold the feet this way first. Fold this one right there. Okay. And then you're going to want to collapse the leg. So there's a switch right here. So teach your kid how to do this so he doesn't ruin it. Or press the switch and then it'll allow you to collapse the leg. You can just pop it up and the switch pops up, and then go ahead and do that again when you're transforming into robot mode. So this pieces, they move the arms out. They transform and form to cover this part right there. So you just go ahead and fold it. Fold it. Yeah, fold the arms. And we'll do that later. You know what? Let's just do that later. Just fold them out like that. Okay. All right. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and try and collapse it right there. You're going to attach it right there. There's a peg right there and a notch right there. You're going to attach it this way. And before you do that, you're going to go ahead and fold the feet off to the side, like that. And then you can go ahead and attach the leg onto the side of his chest, like that. Don't worry, nothing's broken. And then this one, just want to attach it to the feet. This is a little bit tricky. There's very little clearance between the joints, so just be gentle with it when you're folding it, like that. And that's one side. Now just go ahead and do the other side. This. Oh, sorry. What am I saying? Okay, go ahead and collapse it. And then fold up that. Attach it here. And then attach to the side. There we go. So that's that. And then all that's left is this piece right here. And then fold up the crotch piece. Fold these right here. Okay, they do tab on right there. And right there. Okay, and then this piece, just stick it up his ass. Alright, and there is Soundwave in his cassette player alt mode. Now, just before I end part 1, I want to just show you a little bit more of the alt mode. It's so much like the G1 and more. They've kept a lot of the features of the old one, like these, and then this one, obviously. In the old one, the window was a little bit bigger, and then therefore, when you transform into robot mode, the chest was really huge. The pause button still works. These don't work though. There's a jack for the earplugs. A real earplug's not going to fit in it though, but they kept it anyway. I wish they could. It would fit a real earplug. The volume control does rotate slightly. Hold button doesn't work or anything like that. It even has the charger pack, and batteries can be seen right there. In the old G1 toy, I think they were both removable and you'd stick him up his ass. So there you go. That's the alt mode of Soundwave. Even in alt mode, I know for some of you kids out there saying, oh my god, people are excited over a brick. You know, if you have no idea what a cassette tape is, well, lucky you, you're very young. But for those of us who understand what a cassette tape is, back in the day, this was pretty awesome. And to this day, you know, Soundwave's been my favorite Decepticon, to the point that I built Legos of him, because I could not afford the old Takara toys or the old Transformers. So they were very expensive. They were very inaccessible back in the day, and now you could buy Transformers anywhere. But I loved Soundwave. Soundwave was my favorite Decepticon, and to this day, I like Soundwave. Almost all the iterations of Soundwave I pick up. I even still kept my Action Master Soundwave, so that's how much I love the figure. So anyway, we're going to end it here, 18 minutes into the video. We'll do a separate video for the Minions, so do stay tuned for that. And so there you go, that's the figure, Transformers Masterpiece Soundwave by Hasbro. Thanks for watching, and do stay tuned for part 2.